Well, after all the grief that Thief 3 caused me before, I'm not gonna say no to that. Honestly, I'm kind of tired of Thief. I don't want to do Illumination round for now, so let's go and play my favorite character in all of Dicey Dungeons, the Robot. And for really good reasons. Warrior, we just had dice when we rolled. Thief, we had dice, but we shredded down their numbers, split them, and even stole equipment, or made use of dice manipulation. The Robot works on a catch-21 system, but instead you have a limit. So you click calculate, and you get a random die from 1 to 6. And if you bust, if you go to 10 or higher, all of your equipment malfunctions, jams, and you're unable to use it then. So, the main thing here is that I want to already spend my 4, and then see what I get. As you can see, I rolled a 6, which would be great to spend on my P-Blaster, but since I went over 9, I actually busted. And that brings the risk-reward mechanics of why I love the Robot so much. His limit break also is auto-roll, which guarantees that your dice rolls will get to 9 on its own. Because if you land on 9 itself, you get a jackpot, which is out of I think like 9 different options, you get to choose something like Lucky Shot. And of course you don't bust. The main thing about this though is that a lot of Robot's equipment functions off of this exact mechanic on if you bust, or if you don't bust, hitting the jackpot exactly, everything like that. And that's really what it comes down to. I could get a 5 right here, so I'll put that into the Plasma Blaster. And unfortunately, I busted straight up, so not much more you can really go off from right there. I could still bust on a 6, so just go ahead and put that into the Plasma Blaster. Nothing more. Nudge is kind of useless unless I get a 6, because then I can nudge that down for full use of the Plasma Blast. Oh my goodness gracious. I am not enjoying this. If I nudged... Oh wait, minimum. Actually wait. You're only on 3 health, Hothead, so I can just kill you straight up by taking the burn. And instead of extra dice, you just receive CPU, which raises how high your bust level is, or your bust limit is. Which is wonderful, intuitive, creative mechanics on how dice rolling itself works. And it's just cool. And that's why this character is cool! Thank God it went on the 6. I should have really put in Plasma Blaster Quadranker right there. I didn't get lucky, but it's whatever. Yeah, like, being able to like calculate your risk-reward factor is what the Robot's all about. And sometimes you get lucky like that, for instance. Nudge value right there. But when we get into Robot-specific equipment that functions off of busting or jackpotting, that's where I really feel the fun gets in, since, well, it is live gambling if we're dealing with here. Alright, so if I hit auto roll, for instance, I get up to 3, which obviously you saw right there. It basically just meant that what's his face? I was getting up to be at a 3, 2, and a 1, or 3 1s. So it doesn't mean you're going to roll that exact number. Have a good night, Calvin. Do 1 damage, add 1 each roll. You see, this is immediately now where Robot starts having fun. Because what do you mean by add 1 each roll? Literally, every single time I roll now, that will keep going up in damage value. So, do I chance it? Well, actually, I had nothing else to do, but if I could just keep going, keep rolling, keep rolling. As long as I don't bust, that damage hits from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, and it just keeps going up. So if you can find ways to keep manipulating how much you roll, for instance, that only adds to, well, you know, your value. Now, I did just cash out right there on the 2 damage. Can't say too much more than that. Actually, wait, I don't need to do much here. Fire getting on 3 health. Pretty decent, pretty decent. And then you can see right here, Buster Sword Ultima Weapon. I can do up to 6 damage, but it's immune to errors, meaning anytime I bust, I still get to use it. Or I get to deal X amount of damage, but instead it doubles on Jackpot. Quite frankly, I prefer Buster Sword by a country mile. But you never know. Sometimes if you have good ways to manipulate the dice, then Ultima Weapon could become a lot better. But seeing how I can only manipulate the dice I currently have itself, and also my limit break, it doesn't have as much value to me. I'm going to do something like this though. Because you want to shot. You can do this now. I can keep taking you down. My mechanical arm that needs to sit. That's hilarious. Go ahead, cash out at 5 at the very least. Yep, Buster Sword gets its value. I want to save my auto roll for next floor. Guaranteed kill. Even, and then Buster Sword. Because I already have the apple to restore to full. And then I can see what else I get. Do 1 damage and get a new dice that has value +1. I do like Bump Blade potentially here. It does max me out. But do I need Pea Shooter? Not necessarily. Don't think I wanted anything else though there. Baby Squid opens up a chest health and upgrade, which I will gladly take. What I'll do here is something like this. Even if I roll to 6, I still got to deal 6 damage as so. Very happy with that. Now, this is a problem. If you're blind as robot, it is a guaranteed problem. So this is a 6 now. Guaranteed. Dodge skill. Yeah, blindness is the worst thing, because then, instead of it just wanting your 1 die, you are completely... Like, yeah, you still can see the other dice that you roll, and not knowing your first one can really screw you over so badly. Small shield, do I really need that? Not really. I like Bump Boy getting better, 2 uses potentially, but let's fight Sorceress first. That way I get access to the shop, and then I'll see what I potentially want to upgrade from that. So here, I think I will roll my upgrade, I mean. Roll my auto roll is what I mean right there. And do something akin to this. Because I'm expecting, yeah, just a lot of die to just come around from the Sorceress, but considering how she rolled really high, which was detrimental to her, I got off the hook pretty lucky right there. Oh, perfect, actually. That's what I was hoping for. So, level up. 2 more CPUs, and now I'm maxing out at 13. Regen for 3 damage. Or flip a die upside down, potentially. I actually really like Spatula. I do like Spatula in this case, and I'll replace Pea Shooter with Spatula. You can make use of the shield, and then make Bump Blade better. Is the big thing here. That is incremental damage I'm getting to deal. And it's my manipulation too, I can put small shield in instead of my nudge. That, for instance, would be a 5. I just kept clicking the roll button there, just seeing what I would possibly get. So it bumps it up, of course, still, so I can do something like this. Even if I didn't get my jackpot or of a sits, I'd still be able to use my Buster Sword. And this is the beauty in the robot, ladies and gentlemen. This is the beauty in the robot. Because even if I bust, I still use my weapon, and I'm still rolling for that chance of a jackpot, potentially. Wait, that is actually a problem. I did everything wrong right there by accident. Cast out a mechanical arm. That's 3 sixes. That's embarrassingly funny considering I could have killed the vacuum at this rate, but it's whatever. You're guaranteed dead anyway. Yep. Or at least you fed my auto roll, and there's still 2 apples in the map, so I'll get back up to full health. 1, 2, 4, 4. Kraken first so I can get to the health, considering I have to fight everybody if I want to get to the trader. Kraken can blind me, which is not going to be fun, so I think go ahead and get my jackpot going. Be the biggest thing here. And something like that, 'cause that's 22 damage in turn 1. Yeah, I used my auto roll, but it was for a really good reason. Now he rolled blind my dice, which does suck. Like, this is gonna be the worst fight, but I'm glad I'm doing it first time. Now you can kind of hear from the beep 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 sounds how much you're rolling each turn is the biggest thing. Oh, I'm still cursed. Forgot about it. If I flip you upside down, you are still pretty high. I'll take this 1 shield at the very least. Like, you can kind of, you can still kind of work around blindness in that way, but it's like, unless you have godly ears, it's pretty hard to understand. So I'll try to be silent for a second here. That's 1. I think that's 2. Let's try our hypothesis. Yeah, that's 2, so I'm at 3. Is that 3 still? That's a 3. Yeah, did it? But that was a 5. You know, see, I'm throwing myself off. Maybe actually you can't hear. Now I was hearing a lot more elongated stress sounds on sitses, but I might just be imagining things. Right, got this fight. Oh, I don't like these rolls immediately, Chief. These rolls do not fill me with the utmost confidence, I'm gonna be real. Oh, never mind, we are actually amazing at this game. Lucky shot, get everything going. Before the cactus can add on any thorns is the biggest thing. And we got none on, that's actually wonderful. Oh, this is even more wonderful. I'll actually use my spatula to flip ya. I think I can get a little bit more chip, considering how my other stuff wasn't actually going to kill unless I guaranteed got another die. Short Circuit. When activated, do X amount damage and get a random status. Now that is a very interesting one, because that once again plays to you being able to manipulate your dice. Now what it means by roll any 4 dice to activate means you have to roll 4. So you can't immediately bust them, so you see 3, 4. Now I can use the equipment, and it's going to add a random status, as said, as advertised. So I can go 4, she's now poisoned, which is legitimately the worst status effect I could have gotten right there. It's alright. You can see, like, if you get turns that roll really low like that, you can just actually make wonderful use off of Short Circuit. And so when you have turns like these, I could potentially be one off from being able to use it, actually. Ooh, actually, perfect. We take those, ladies and gentlemen. Lucky shot. There's a kill. And this is robot gaming, where sometimes you just get carried by your rolls. So you can see right here. Now you have ways to influence how your jackpot works. You can reduce your CPU counter, which means if I roll an even, I can put the dice back to basically refund that roll and maybe get better short circuit value, or increment to purposely raise things a little bit more. I think heatsink would be good instead of spatula, potentially, because I can use bump blade with it and keep my short circuit value going. Or juggling ball? Yeah, not happening. I think I've got a real interesting build coming together. Alright, cowboy. The main thing to understand is, once again, I can lower my CPU artificially. So if I do this, it goes down by 4, because there was a 4, and now I can keep rolling my dice to potentially activate Short Circuit. Then I'm going to cash out on Mechanical Arm while I can, cash out on Short Circuit while I can, and, well, that's 3. Now, him rolling a Frozen is actually wonderful to delay Midnight Charm. 2. I'm going to reduce it by 6. 3. Go ahead and use Mechanical Arm. I was really worried I wouldn't be able to do much there. This is a lucky shot. Frozen again. And that delayed is 6. I mean, okay, that didn't do much in the long run, because he still got Midnight Charm out, but that was still pretty good status fest to get, all things considered. Even hit, you're dead. The robot is all about just manipulating your CPU, and quite frankly, I am doing a pretty good job at it. If I die roll first, as you know, directly upgrade the shop on level 5 will almost always have an apple guaranteed to take, like. We can make use off of that. Alright, I'm just going to auto roll this, and let's figure this out real quick. Bumps. I already have my even here. Go ahead, lucky shot. You are weakened on Direwolf. That's actually really, really good, I feel. Yeah, now you can't curse me, even though you had double sucker. Actual 1 in 3 value. Amazing value right there. Okay, reduced by 6. Because, yeah, with these high rolls, it's making me not the happiest with trying to activate Short Circuit. I still actually will get to activate it, so that's wonderful. And actually, I should have bump bladed up, because I thought I was going to bust anyway, so I might as well have. Ah, chip damage. It's 3 damage I'll never get back. Buster Sword. It's alright. It's alright. It gives me the health again. The shop. And can buy dice, or it could even counter spell. But I really like my build right now, so I'm just gonna hold. With your man, I can heal up, and then Rat Chain. Go ahead, reduce. Even though I am enjoying rolling these 6s, I'd like to do a little bit more otherwise. 5, even. 6, weaken. 3, Buster Sword. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. That's a pretty good set of rolls he got there, I'm not going to lie. But I'm not going to be too worried. Pump Blade, reduced by 6. Get Mechanical Arm out here already? He's locked by 1. So got both bets off, which does suck, but now I have auto roll for the rat fight. Oh, why did I still take the burn dice? I'm an idiot. Could have maybe outlasted the 2 burn dice, but it's okay. Increased jackpot range this round, which means instead of having to get 13 exactly, I can get 13 or 12, but I still have to play a card for it, which I don't like. Reduce CPU counter by 7 on just an even by itself? Ooh, yes please. That actually is really ridiculous instead of making it reduced by the die that I roll. Because now if I get a 2 for 7, and then I can keep my mechanical arm going? Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous, Chief. Alright, I can do this. And back down to 1. Oh no! The green! The green! I should have just played it out! Actually, I had a 3 and a 5, so I actually couldn't have. Oh, that's actually so unfortunate. That's what you're gonna get. Oh my god, no. The greed. The swing of robot runs, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the swing of robot runs. Oh, I got nobody else to blame but myself, considering he got to use all of his equipment. I got to use nothing. Ow. That is annoying as crap. Alright, reduce it by 7. Go ahead, guarantee my jackpot at this rate. Alright, so... bump to 5. 9, 4, 6, 5. Perfect. That's a better round. Yeah, dude, having heat sinks upgraded is actually ridiculously good. Now I go up to 15 at max level. And I'm fighting Beatrice, who's going to shock my equipment and dodge my attacks if I remember correctly, which I can deal with, I feel. Really good rolls, all things considered. I can heat sink to get that down to 7. I already have short circuit activated. And look at how low I'm rolling in general, dude, actually. So go ahead, cash out on these, I feel. Read me 1 in 6 that I bust. Oh, I didn't bust. Alrighty then, Chief. In that case, 8 damage for the buster, and, well, I would have gotten 2 more damage, but it's alright. Yeah, even so it lets you dodge, otherwise you're just shocking my equipment, and you're going all in on damage. Fair enough. I have to spend dice anyway to unlock. Unfortunately for you, my rolls are really, really nice. So I can place the mechanical arm here. Hit. Guaranteed. Short circuit. Oh, great, baby girl. Look at this run coming together. I can't do any wrong. I get to inflict status effects on you to weaken your game plans. I have multiple sources of damage, so I don't care about your shocking, about your dodging, nor your shocking, because they can just keep me funding all of my dice. And guarantee keep getting short circuit value. Oh, why'd I do that? I should have just bump weighted first. Oops. Now that actually was a bird brain move, but it's okay. Cash out now, I feel. Ooh, whoa, instead, what if I just get the jackpot and win my first robot run on stream? I will take that. I will very, very much so take that. Nice. I will